Hi, Scrubs. I hope you're well.
Hello, you awesome people.
Hello, Starfam.
And times are weird right now. And low and crazy. And we are happy to be here with you and hopefully entertain you a little for a little bit over an hour at least. So you have something to do if you are locked up in your house or apartment or room or wherever you are. And so hopefully get comfortable because we are going to talk about something that seems to be very relevant right now, which is Western in Unstable Online. And, well, to be honest, me, CC, and TC are not experts of Western. We are from Europe, and by that I don't mean that the Europeans doesn't know Western, because, I mean, one of our guests is from Europe, and she's an expert. By that, we have two guests. One of them is Lydia Suneagle, and the other is Piper Ravenwright, also known as Druid of Jorvik. Welcome!
Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, we're so happy. You're the experts compared to us. And we are, like, so excited to learn, actually, some Western, because I was like, I know Western, but then I get to know basically every day that I don't know Western. And I'm like, okay, it's not what it is like in the movies then. Probably not. So let's get to know you two a little. We start with Lydia. How long have you been playing Star Stable Online?
I have been playing since 2017. I think I started like in winter and when I had my holidays and well, I had a lot of free time.
Yeah. That's usually the case. You have a lot of free time, that's when you start playing games. Where can people find you on social media, including YouTube, if you have?
My only social media, like the official one, is Lydia Suneagle on Instagram, and I don't use anything else under that name.
And what is your background in Western?
Actually, I practiced Western writing. But in the past, I actually started with English, but turned to Western later because my sister, I have another sister, and she also writes Western. And she kind of was my idol, and I wanted to be like her, so I switched to Western.
Oh, cool.
So lovely.
Still cool, though. Okay, nice to have you here. And then we have Piper. How long have you been playing as a Star Stable Online?
I don't remember exactly when, but I started playing just before the Hanoverians came out.
Oh, so that's still, let's see now, 6.
Be a good while.
7. Maybe at the same time. 2018?
I don't remember.
It's not the latest 2 years, maybe. Oh, well. And where can people find you on social media?
The only social media I have is also Instagram, and I'm Druid of Jorvik on Instagram.
Okay, and what is your background in Western?
I do some Western riding. Used to, before I had to sell my horse, sadly. I used to do barrel racing competitively, and I've partaken in some rodeos. I've also worked part-time at some cattle and horse ranches in the past.
Wow!
He's definitely the more experienced one.
Well, you both are more experienced. I never sat in a Western saddle.
I've sat on one, but it wasn't a horse underneath it.
Well, still more than I have.
We bought a Western saddle once with the intention of learning, and then we never did, so it's literally still downstairs on a chair.
Oh, okay. Great. So now it's more ornament.
Basically.
Okay. Cece, do you have any experience? Have you?
Maybe like when I was 6 or something, and when you're 6, you can't really ride, so I was just like led around on a horse in a Western saddle.
Oh yeah, occasionally do a Western saddle. Maybe I've sat on one then. I don't remember it. Well, welcome to both of you, and we are so happy to have you here, and I can't wait to finally learn some Western. Because apparently it's coming to the game a lot more. But first, let's hear what has been going on in March. And I'm just gonna start because I probably have the most bummed out month of the year. Because it started, well, it was mostly crap. Has a little highlight, but sadly I lost my job due to a change of budget and goals, so my position had to go.
Yeah.
On top of that, I had to move back to my mother because my father had to come back from South America because of Corona, also called COVID-19.
Oh.
And he must be in quarantine, which is soon over. And he's fine.
Okay.
He's not sick or anything.
Okay, that's good.
The regulations and stuff. So yeah, I am once again looking for a job, and I'm back in my room. And the only highlight is that I joined a club in Star Stable Online called the Lightning Vikings, and I feel so at home there. And it happened pretty close to when I lost the job, so I'm glad that I had it, because otherwise I probably would have been a lot more sadder than I am today. So that's my bummed March. Oh yeah, and I had a birthday right the day before I got fired, so...
wow, that's a roller coaster.
Yeah, I wasn't really happy about it either. So, yeah, what has TC been up to instead?
Not really that much. At first, it didn't really look like I would have to work from home, and then it kind of changed. And because I think I went in one day, and I was just like, "Why is everybody running around panicking?"
Oopsie.
So everybody was preparing for the possibility at that point of having to work from home, and I was just sort of like, it probably won't happen. And then it did. It was like, alright, okay, so adjusted to that fine. I didn't really find that a problem so much. But other than that, just been observing the madness of the whole situation, and just like seeing really, really good things, but also equally very, very bad things that people have done as a result of it. In terms of Star Stable, I've hardly played Star Stable this March at all. I think I went on to see the Knob Strippers, the second set. Went on for the New Wilds, and I haven't been on, I think, other than maybe to take a picture.
No.
So I could easily count the number of times I've been on Star Stable probably on one hand this month.
Oh wow.
Okay. That's okay to have a month like that. Cece, what have you been up to?
Yeah, well, work has been busy, definitely, since I work as a cleaner in a supermarket. So,
Oh, I feel that.
So yeah, it's like cleaning plus cleaning space. So yeah, it's been it's crazy. Because some days there's kind of like almost nothing to do because there's no customers, so there's no dirt. And other days it's like a buffalo herd was just running through the store, and it's like So yeah, the current situation, not fun to work in a supermarket right now. Other than that, I got a first-time contract on my apartment, which is really nice.
Yay! Congratulations!
Yay! Thank you. So that feels, I think we like, me and my partner celebrate with like hamburger or something.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to Star Stable, I've actually been playing quite a lot. I've actually started with the Catherine dive requests, which I've been kind of procrastinating. Yeah, because I didn't want to start and that, wait for the next, chapter.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The soul riding has been a lot of fun. So I kind of started to log in every day and do them and some training here and there. I have 2 horses left to train, so that's good.
Getting close.
Yes.
I've got 2 new ones to train, and I haven't trained them.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
I'm not surprised. Okay, Lydia, what have you been up to in March?
Well, because of Corona, our school, we have got more holidays, longer holidays. So I'm mostly just staying at home because of we are supposed to stay home.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because of that, I have been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh.
And I just loved the game. And was it Ceci wrote the star writing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also do that every day I log into the star writing quests. And I spent some time with the club island. and that's like it. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's that's how it is right now.
Yeah.
Piper, what have you been up to in March?
Way too much, unfortunately.
Okay.
I work in a grocery store in Krona.
Oh.
Awful.
Yeah, I feel ya.
I work as produce, and everyone apparently wants potatoes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, easy to store, I think.
Yeah, that's it. But all of our potatoes and root vegetables have been sold out for weeks.
Oh, wow.
Here it is. What is it? Toilet paper and pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in at one point to say that, and they're literally. I thought some people were exaggerating at the time, but I went in, and there was not one
No,
bag.
it's gone.
It was gone.
Unfortunately, because of work, I haven't had much time to play Star Stable.
Oh.
But since the Soul Riding came out, I've been playing every day, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. It has done its work. People seem to log in every day. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I am hoping for a better April for all of us. We'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so to this topic. I was a tiny bit concerned when we decided to do Western. Because of March happened to me, I decided to put like everything in TC's and CC's hands. And they were like, Western! I was like, there's not much games to talk about Western, but this will be fun! And then we have been receiving hints that there will be more Western coming to the game. So how convenient is this? Well, I do want to acknowledge you all who are listening that we are recording on April 3rd, Friday. So if we have received any more information of the update, or the update has been released before this episode is out, any Western stuff or anything, you know that right now we don't know more than basically that Western is coming to the game and we are getting updated American quarter horses.
Yeah.
So we are open to discuss this. Well, we also do know that Fergo is pretty flat right now. So let's have some fun discussing what we hope will be coming to this game. But let's just go back a tiny bit, because the game is about 9 years old, I think, right now. And so far we have seen about 3 races that has been added to the game that is Western related. Why do you think they haven't focused on Western until now, TC?
I would literally say probably the biggest reason is Europe is a lot of classical riding as a whole, and because Star City was based in Sweden, like that would be the main reason that I would say that. And I would also probably say it's maybe more familiar, even to people who maybe aren't necessarily, I don't know, in any way, shape, or form involved with horses, because occasionally you would see competitions on the TV, and we don't get any Western here.
Yeah.
That is true. And I'm also wondering if it has just been easier to make races that is classical English riding than the Western, since Western is, from what I see, very running around barrels and poles. That is basically what I have been managed to do so far. I do know there is a lot more than that, but going to make it in the game, it seems that they have been needing some kind of obstacles to use for some reason, and so I'm thinking it has just been easier to use English, and also, as you said, TC, it is a Swedish company. They are probably more, and the men that started this game probably didn't know much about riding, and then as it has grown, they have started to get more expertise, and hopefully maybe there is actually someone now at Star Stable that knows Western, or at least they have reached out to an expert to get some good Western stuff into the game. So that's what I think. What do you think, Cici?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Sweden and partially Europe in general that the Western scene sadly isn't, popular, and definitely not in the media. You hear like nothing about it unless you go out yourself and actively search for it. like for example, here in Sweden, there's like one Western magazine and like 5 other horse magazines that are non-Western, which is kind of sad. And a bit like in the beginning of the game, I really think it was because of the company was really small, and maybe at the beginning they didn't have, like you said, that many horse experts with horse experience. So maybe that was a bit of the beginning, and like the story of the game, it grew so fast for this little company that got like worldwide with this game. So they kind of had to, for many years, work. When you're like far behind, like you have
far behind.
The demand for content is like super high because there's so many players, and they were like so behind with content. Like we have been like several episodes with like nothing to do in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Lydia, what do you think?
I also think that like Western is not popular in Europe. That's the main reason. And also, starts a bit focused on cross country. So there is really a lot of dressage in there as well. So, like Western isn't the only thing that isn't that
being represented.
Yeah, thank you. Represented.
That is true. We don't have dressage. We don't have. What else don't we have? Oh, the one. Equitin.
Yeah, working equitation.
Yes, working equitation. Yeah. I was like, Bill Gates. That would also be cool to see. What do you think, Piper?
I'm not sure about stuff in Europe since I'm not. I'm only speaking from what I hear from my friends and family over there, but from what I hear, it's definitely not as popular. At least when I lived in the States, Western riding was more or less ingrained in society. It was everywhere you looked.
Yeah.
So that's probably it. And I think a lot of the Western disciplines would be a lot harder to put in a game than cross country or show jumping.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, I sort of get what you mean that it isn't big here, because I whenever I do my rose reviews of the horses and I go through the gates of every horse, and I of course had to learn the hard way occasionally the English terms for every gate, because I thought I knew them and then I didn't know, and I always got confused when everyone came and said like it isn't called canter, it's called lope. And I'm like, what is lope? And I was googling, I was like, okay, that's the Western term. I want to stick to English. But it can still happen occasionally. I keep the canter and someone always come and say it's called lope, and I'm like having to tell them like, I'm sorry, but that's Western, and they're like, okay. I'm into English, you know. So it's interesting because it feels like over there people are so used to Western that they don't know the English terms instead.
Yeah.
And I thought the States are like, or the US in general is a very big horse country, with a great like show jumping team, for instance, and stuff. So I was quite surprised that they were so stuck with lope and didn't lope. Maybe they use lope in. Do they use it in the English as well in the States?
I wouldn't know. I've only written Western over here.
Okay. I would be surprised. Anyway, okay, so that is basically what we think. Why we haven't seen Western so far. Yay! What is the difference between Western and English writing, and how can it be implemented in the game? For example, animations. And I don't really have much here to come with anything, but I do believe I recall a memory that I would love it for when we talked about this before in some weird way when we talked about Western writing.
Yeah.
I don't remember when, but I remember I want a feature in the settings where we can switch between the different writing styles. Like you can write Western or you can write
that would be
English.
awesome.
Yes. So that's. I know there's a difference. I just don't know what the difference is.
Isn't it on? Was it whenever we got the Mustangs? Because I think whenever we're on the Mustang horse in Star Stable, doesn't it? You hold the reins in one hand.
No, it's whenever you don't have brake on any.
Oh yeah, when you don't have tack.
Yeah, then you can have you. So I feel like we sort of basically have the style. We just don't. Yeah. So that is basically what my take. What do you think, Cici?
The basic Western knowledge I know is, for example, in Western riding you sit down in the trot, but in the English version you sit every other step. And that with one hand. Like in Western you ride with the reins in one hand, because the other hand needs to be free to work, for example, with the lasso, opening gates and so on. So that's basically what I know.
It's fine. We are the noobs here. TC.
I think in terms of, I suppose the style of riding, because Western's much more about using your weight and your body.
Yeah.
Rather than the way, I suppose, more in terms of classical riding in English, you're really using the reins to direct the horse, whereas with Western you're using your body more, so maybe it would be nice to see that, if you have quite loose reins, but you're not using them so much, because I think English riding probably does rely a lot more on the bit. So I think it'd be nice to see that maybe shown in the animations, kind of holding it with one hand rather than with two. And I think as we have sort of mentioned, they kind of have that, so it may be nice for them to do things along those lines.
Okay. Now to the experts. Lydia, what do you think?
Regarding what Sassy said, that I don't know how it's in America, but here in Germany, in the Western riding school I used to go to, we didn't always sit down when we trotted. We also stood up sometimes with the movement, and especially the beginners also hold the reins in both hands. I only ride one-handed when I'm riding out and relaxed, but when trotting or galloping, I also normally take both my hands for holding the reins.
Okay.
And I have an example with the difference. I was in a club and I posted there a video of myself galloping or cantering or loping, whatever. And one of the girls said, I never have ridden with such loose reins. I think English riders often hold the reins really tight, they can feel the connection to the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
But when I canter or others, we also take up the reins and sometimes make them a little shorter, but we never have that much connection to the horse's head. So it's just more loose and relaxed.
Yeah.
But then the reins that we already have in the game are pretty much Western, because they are just hanging there. Going around.
I think they're actually hanging too much.
Okay. Yeah, maybe for English.
Yeah. No, for Western as well. I think when you're reining or riding pleasure, there are some people that hold the reins that loose, but not always. When you're riding out or I normally don't hold the reins that loose. I do hold them loose, but not that much.
Okay.
Interesting. Piper, tell us everything.
No, the real expert.
No, you had way a lot. I did not know that.
Lydia did have a very good point. Whoever mentioned that you're less connected to the horse's mouth and you rely more on your body weight, and especially in Western pleasure, you rely more on your legs. It would be nice to see neck reining in SSO. Where you rely more on the reins on the neck
That would be
instead of the bit.
Should we explain that maybe?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Would you want, or should I?
You can explain it.
Western horses, some of them are taught to move away from the rein. So when the left rein touches the left side of the horse's neck, they move to the right. And if the right rein touches the right side of the neck, they move to the left.
Oh.
It's not about the pressure and the move, but the reins touching the horse's neck.
Okay.
Wow, that's awesome. Cool.
Was it right? I hope so.
It sounded cool. It sounded legit. Like, why wouldn't it be like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, it feels like, in a way, that what could be done in the game then is basically, because have you seen how the character is sitting when it doesn't have any rain right on?
It's like has like only one hand stretched out.
Yeah. Would you say that is a good start to make a Western style riding?
Yeah, that would be a good start, maybe.
I think what would be even better is if you look at Lisa. She already is riding one-handed.
Oh.
I don't know if it's the same animation when our characters are like riding without a bridle, but she is riding one-handed. So maybe you could just use her animation.
It's possible.
Like it's already in the game.
I do believe it is a bit different because they can control her in a way that they can't control us and our characters. So from what I known from earlier when they talked about that there is a difference that can be a difficulty when creating animations for us. But I hope for in the future that they can at least use her as in some way to maybe make this. Yeah. But we just have to wait and see. It would be very cool. Maybe that our characters would have to be updated altogether before this would happen though. Because we are very old. They are going through all the horses now. I can imagine that we will be last. So yeah. Yay. Okay, so what is it? Like last week or maybe was it 2 weeks ago that we got the hint? The first hint? Was it last week? It was probably last week.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Western winds are coming to Fargrow. And what do you think this means? We have, if you go to Fargrow, and especially if you go outside of the Mistfall entrance, you can see that they moved the road, and there is a very flat area there. So something is happening over there. So what do you think this means, TC?
Well, based on what other people said, because I didn't even know there was a flat area, and just then I kept seeing people commenting on Instagram being like, there's a flat area near Fargo, go see it. And then based on what they said in the news, I'm assuming that ranch is going to be there, because I've heard people mentioning it. Is it the Starshine Ranch that I've heard people mention?
Yeah, it has been a name that's dropped somewhere.
Yeah, I keep seeing people talking about it on Instagram. I don't know where I saw it, but that's what I've seen.
It's like when you open the map in game, you have like those two riders up top, and if you select the white one and scroll to the bottom, you can see the areas that you didn't explore yet.
That'll be it then.
This is the area. Yeah.
Yes. So my guess is Starshine Ranch is going to be there.
Yeah. Okay. Cici, what do you think Starshine Ranch is going to be like?
I don't know. Definitely a new race. I hope for it. Because a new Western race would be so much fun and exciting, like a whole new thing. And wishful thinking, a new tack store with new Western tack. Yeah. But maybe more in the future. I haven't really said anything about it, so I'm not sure. But I would hope so.
Yeah.
And definitely, I want more quests, more like Western quests. And maybe Josh moves there. I miss him.
Well, I think we have seen in comments Star Stable have said that he is moving there. So Josh is going to be there.
Oh, that's lovely. Because I felt so sad for him. He was just standing there more than really like Western. He was like the only single little fire from Western. And it's like, come on, just give him a ranch. I'm so happy for him if he runs.
Okay. I think I think it's gonna be all Western theme going on. So I'm seeing a lot of wood. I wish there would have been a desert, like Texas place, Texas style sort of. But I'm thinking new tack as well, horses, and I'm hoping races. As we said, Josh has moved to Fargrow and has been flattened. So so
we do have the sand pit. That's the closest you're gonna get, I think.
But they haven't touched that. I don't know. Maybe they have. I don't know.
No, I don't think they've touched it, but
Yeah.
that's the closest sound I know.
Yeah. But knowing Star Stable what they've done before, I think that we can basically be sure with that we are getting tag horses and probably horses. And it seems to be going to be like some kind of thing happening in Fargrow. Lydia, what do you think?
I also noticed like that Wash was gone. Yosh, not Wash was gone because I couldn't do my pole banding. It was just gone. And I saw like in the comments, Dasabo answered someone that Yosh is moving. And well, we most of us assumed that he's going to Fergrove.
Yeah.
And what do you think this means? You also already mentioned the tag. That there's gonna be more tag. I saw some spoilers, but I think I shouldn't talk about them, should I?
Wait,
Like,
no, we keep from spoilers.
Okay. But the quarter horses are fine, right?
Yeah, they are fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just saw the picture again. They getting a rework, but what also would be awesome if not the quarters, but the Appaloozas and Paint Roses would also get a rework.
Yes,
Like,
they probably will.
Yeah, Appaloozas are my favorite breed, so that would be awesome.
Yeah, they are gorgeous.
It's so cute.
And seeing how the Knapstroopers colors look like, so the Appaloozas are going to be amazing. Oh, can't wait. Piper, what do you think the winds of West gotta bring us?
I'm excited for that ranch. I'm hoping it's a home stable. I would love to make my home stable there.
Ooh, yes.
Everyone is gonna live there.
I hope it brings more Western themed quests. That's my hope. I'm anticipating some tack as well, because we have really nice looking jumping saddles, but I would love to see more better looking Western saddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already seen the, what is it called? The
bosal?
The bosal.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm also looking
more.
forward to that.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for the updated quarter horse because that is my favorite breed.
Yeah. It's so funny because I think it was last weekend I actually saw a movie called Lean on Pete. Anyone know? No?
No.
Because that is actually a quarter horse in it. It's very sad. It's not a happy ending movie.
No.
No, it's not. So don't see
I
it.
don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I know. But it was a quarter horse in it. It was I learned actually quite a lot about quarter horses there as well. So yeah, I'm really excited because it's a very cool breed. It was a lot more versatile than I thought it was. So looking forward to it. Okay, so moving on. If they were to make an area for Josh, which we already know they are, how would you like it to look like? CC.
Yeah, like a really cozy ranch, like, you know, the idyllic, like, Texas ranch, like, made out of wood, and, like, everything is handmade, and with a lot of care and love. So, yeah, like, that really homey, welcoming, warm, out in the country kind of feel to it.
Okay. And I agree, I want a proper ranch. I want to see a barn. I want to see paddocks with horses and cows. Some races close by, or maybe a little further away. And I'm hoping to see like that we sort of get to that the daily shores is maybe more towards western than just going into Macau Stable.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be like maybe some herding or
some ranch work.
Yeah, whatever ranch work you do in western. There's herding, and then there's like I don't know. That's about my knowledge again. So, TC, what would you like it to look like?
I'd like a little western town, like Red Dead.
Like
something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You want it dark and gloomy.
Yeah. This is kind of related and not related, but Dead by Daylight recently had a new killer added to their game, and it's a guy, he's a gunslinger.
Okay.
And they made like a little western map. It's got a saloon and everything, and I like the map. but I hate the killer. I hate the killer so much. He's the worst fighting against. But yeah, like the detail in that was really good, like the saloon and everything. Because you could play, I think the piano played and stuff like that. Something like that would be kind of neat.
Well, I can't say. Did anyone of you watch the Star Stable live that was last Friday, maybe?
No, I missed it.
I was sleeping.
Oh, you were sleeping because in that live they did reveal the next song that they say has some Western thing to it. So I think we're gonna hear it again in the game later on. So maybe we can hear it in somewhere around this ranch. Lydia, how would you like this ranch to look like?
Did you play Autumn Rider, or did you like watch a Let's Play or something?
Red Dead. I have.
The Autumn Rider, the old Star Stable game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a ranch in there, like at the red start. I think like that would be cool. Or just like well, what everyone imagines when they hear of a ranch, like Western ranch, like the typical image.
Yeah.
Just as I think you like mentioned most of it, like with the cattle and like the what is it called, a porch, like in front of the houses, that little like the houses with porches, something like that.
With like a rocking chair.
Yes, something like that.
Oh.
Okay. And Piper?
I'm definitely hoping to see maybe some more ranch type dailies, like herding cattle, milking cows, maybe some sheep, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they are looking at ranches in the States for inspiration for how it looks. To get a more, I guess, authentic look to it.
Yeah.
But I'm really, as well, hoping for that more authentic country feeling.
Yeah, because as I was thinking about it, when you see the ranches today, there's like a lot of metal being used, there's a lot of outside. Like I'm thinking the fences especially is like very high and it's metal and you climb up and down.
Yes.
You never used to open the gates, you just climb over. And then when you think of the more authentic, I think you still have metal. But they are more wood. And barn-like. Sort of.
Both would be, a mix of both would be nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to get the Western feeling. Knowing how they have changed recent stuff, something tells me it's gonna be gorgeous and lovely and warm, very cozy, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Moving on to races, we have seen barrel racing and pole bending. That is about the only Western races we have seen in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other sports would you like to see in the game? And I'm not good with Western sports, I'm gonna say that. But I know there is one where they do various figures and moves to show off the horse and how obedient it is, I think.
Are you thinking of raining?
Yeah, probably raining. That would be cool.
Like
to have.
with the spins and stuff.
Yeah, the spins and stuff.
Okay, that's raining.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I feel such like a noob, but cigarettes and stuff, it's so fancy. It's very... that would be cool, but I can imagine that it's probably very difficult to implement into games as they can't even put in dressage. So it's basically sort of the same, just different movements.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
I think one of the Star Stable creators who worked on the quarter horse, like posted a picture on Instagram, and she showed all the horses she worked on, and those she's working on right now, and that will be released in the future. The quarter horse.
Yeah.
And the quarter horse was showed in two motions. One was obviously the sliding step, and I think the other one looked like a spin.
Oh, I thought about that.
Could have been just the horse lifting up its leg, but it did look a little like a spin.
Could be.
Get that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Wondering if that, because I've seen that picture, and she said horses. So I was seeing it as it being two different horses, but it could possibly, like, one of them was the quarter horses and the other one maybe an Appaloosa.
That would be cool.
And as the horses that have been released so far, none of them have had more than one like sort of special game. Although the slide stop is just the general that every horse have. Yeah. Never mind. It would be awesome. So, what other sports would TC like to see?
I'm just gonna go with the ones that I remember from when I played horse. So it was cutting, reining, spade, and trail.
Oh,
Okay.
So
that's a lot.
those are the ones that I think of based off that.
And Piper and Lydia is gonna have to explain them all later on.
Because the only ones that I'm aware of, obviously, is the barrel and the bull bending. And whenever I played horse, I think we had 5 competitions. So it would have been barrel, cutting, reining, spade, and trail. So yeah.
Okay. And Cici.
Yeah, I sadly don't know that much about Western disciplines. I think there's one where you're kind of like herding cows. Like the fastest time you can run up to a calf and like catch it or something. What's that called?
Do you mean like catching it or separating it from the herd?
I think like catching it.
The cutting is like when you separate it from the herd and you have to stop it from getting back to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's when you see sort of a rider and you have the calf that they sort of look like they're having a duel.
Yes. The horse moves so amazing. It's got like it's called a cow sense, and then they start moving. They have like these cat-like reflexes.
Yes.
And the rider doesn't do anything. The horse itself like moves from side to side, stopping the cattle to move back to its herd.
That is just amazing. That the horse sort of
I've seen it move.
Do that.
Yeah, it's really
the rider's just sitting there like stop it. Okay. That would be. Lydia, what other sports? And you will have to actually explain whatever you're saying right now.
Okay. Like I had a club, a Western club, where I used to, and we did reining.
Oh.
So reining is what you mentioned before with the spins, and there are the sliding stuff as well. I think you know them, and the circles. Like you also have them in the English writing, and rollbacks. Rollback? Do you know what? No, you don't know. Do you?
No, I don't.
Rollback is like after the sliding stop, the horse turns around like 180 degrees on the hindquarters and starts galloping right away. Just turns around and is just runs off again. It's like a rollback.
Oh, you can actually see that in Red Dead, can you?
Not that good. Like I said, we did reining. Tried to, but it wasn't that accurate. And something else I would like to see is the Western pleasure. At the Western pleasure, you just show off your horse's gaits, and your horse has to look super relaxed. Like the neck has to be outstretched, and the horse's nose is at the height of your horse's breast. Like just I think like a line. The horse kind of I don't know how to describe it. But it's just a really relaxed stance, and the judges judge the horse's gaits and how it looks like. Okay. And I think in one of the earlier Star Stable games, was it the one with the dressage? Was it Winter Rider?
Spring Rider, I think.
Spring Rider. Well, they had dressage competitions there where you adjust the horse's gaits.
Yeah.
I think something similar would work with the Western pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot apparently. So
I'm gonna leave the rest for Piper.
Okay. Piper, what do you think?
I think Western pleasure and reining would be the easiest for them to implement in game. It would be cool to see breakaway roping, but that would be really difficult.
Yeah.
Cutting, maybe. It's kind of in the middle, but that would be really cool to see. I think other than that, maybe more trail stuff as well.
Yeah?
We already have some, but more of them would be great.
Yeah, we have trails, but nothing, like no races or...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then how is it called where you have to where you have a trail in an arena and you have to go over bridges and open the gates and close them behind you? I don't know what it's called anymore. Help me, Piper.
Ranch equitation.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
I think that will be possible as well.
I think that is pretty similar to what you said earlier, Cici, that I didn't know the name of equitation.
Working equitation.
Working equitation. It's probably basically the same.
Yeah. Maybe.
Probably. I seen it's more used to with people that have that sport is more popular, like sort of in Spain, Portugal, with the horses Lusitanos, Andalusians and stuff, going back to the old days of them, and Baroque riding. It's sort of the European Western.
It is similar.
Yeah.
Because Western riding started with the Spanish riding, the vaquero riding.
Yeah.
And it extended from the vaquero riding. I think that's why they're similar.
Ah.
Okay.
Of course it is. Now that I think about it, that's how we discovered USA. Keep forgetting. Oh well. But okay, so it's very cool. And I really like how you said, Piper, the sports that probably would be the easiest for Star Stable to add into the game. So I'm hoping we will actually see that soon. It would be so cool. Moving on to TAC. Bitless is coming. We have seen the posters. Can we hope for more Western themed TAC, and what would you hope for? And I'm gonna start with, and I hope for this both for Western English, but I would love to see a breast color. As for Western, I want it to be more like in Western style, because I feel like those are more detailed in a very cool way.
Yeah.
That I really like. So I would like to see that. What would you like to see, TC?
I think that would be, I agree with you. I think it'd be nice to see that, because I just think it would look really pretty, especially now we're getting the American quarter horses. It would look very nice on them, because they're so chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and CC?
Yeah, definitely new Western saddles. Because I do not like them. First thing is my biggest pet peeve with the Western saddles right now is that the characters' legs, they just crop into the saddle.
I hate it.
It irritates me to no end. It's it doesn't look good at all. And depending on which shoes your character are wearing, it looks better or worse. So yeah, new saddles. And from what I've seen, it would be cool to have really adorned Western saddles. Because Western saddles seems to have more, they seem like more hand-carved, beautiful, intricate patterns.
Yeah.
While, English-styled saddles are more they're clean, they're cut,
Yeah.
the decorations are more on the saddle pad and other stuff.
Yeah.
But not the gear itself. But Western saddles, they can be so beautiful. And been so much love and care put into the work of making it. So they're really cool to see.
Yeah.
And also new Western outfits. From I've seen the show Western show outfits, they have really pretty shirts with intricate patterns as well, kind of the lifetime reward, the fancy Western set, the shirt you got there, it's really pretty, the blue snarky one, it's really cute. So maybe more in that kind of style, and also saddlebags. Because that's kind of feel like a Western thing.
Yeah.
When you're out doing the ranch work, you have saddlebags with all your stuff in. because like the saddlebags today, there are some really cool designs, but at some saddles they kind of just look like they glued onto the saddle pad and they're not connected to the saddle, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
So,
I hate them.
So like a new design of the saddle bag that would fit like specifically Western saddles, that would be real cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Lydia, what do you think?
Okay, adding on to what Sassy said, like with the saddles, I also would love new Western saddles, but we have different kinds of English saddles, like we have the dressage, the jumping, and the normal saddles.
Yeah.
I would love to see different kinds of Western saddles as well. Like for trail pleasure and training, you use different kinds of saddles for that.
Okay.
For example, or for barrel racing. When you do barrel racing, I mean, I don't know if you watched some barrel races, but the rider always holds on to the horn. So the horn has to be easier to grab, so it's like a little taller. And there, like, changes between all these kind of saddles.
Yeah.
And for example, a Western pleasure saddle, you mentioned that you like these little details.
Yeah.
I think pleasure saddles are always the most beautiful ones. Like they get the most details and snurls and stuff.
Yeah.
And something else I would like are rope halters.
Yes.
And show halters, like, or just in general halters.
Yeah, that would be so good.
And for the show outfit, like maybe just recoloring the one we have in the Lifetime shop would be cool. And there's the Wandering Market in game, like the
Western shirt.
I'm already happy that they added these. I would love even more colors of them and like with different patterns and stuff. And something I would personally love are new chaps, like the Western chaps that go up the whole leg. The old ones look horrible.
Yeah.
Like, even though I always wander around with Western tag and Western clowns, I never wear these chaps because I think they look horrible.
They are horrible.
Yeah, they're not particularly nice looking.
No. Piper, what would you like to see?
Oh boy. I would love to see some changes to the saddles because, as Cece mentioned it, flips into it horribly, and the girth is just looks too solid to be realistic. I would also like to see not only really detailed show saddles with all the tooling and the details, but more worn out weathered saddles like you would see during ranch work.
Oh, yeah.
But they're probably more worn and weathered.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would also love to see different types of bits because there's specific Western bits. I would love to see those.
Yeah.
Maybe more detailed head stalls for the bridles. I would also really like to see some neck ropes. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Split reins would be cool to see as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the open ones.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
For clothes, it would be we need more nicer chaps because the ones we have are yikes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They need help
They're all
right now.
really old.
I really hope so too.
Yeah, and for sure, it would be nice to see, more variations on those show shirts. But a thing that I see is really popular, at least over here, is, I'm not sure what it's called, like a neck scarf or a kerchief wrapped around the neck.
Oh, that would be so cute. Yes.
That would be nice. Or maybe some, like, denim jackets with a fur lining, because I have one of those.
Oh,
it's really
yes.
That was passionate.
It would also be nice to see some endurance tack out there.
Oh. So I'm hearing there is a lot that can be added right now.
Yes.
Wow. I actually have a question now. As I googled a little Western saddles, and I wonder, how do you fix the stirrups on the saddle? Or is there like custom to you. Like if I am going up on a saddle as being for someone very tall, and I'm quite short, how short?
Yeah.
How do I fix the stirrup?
It's similar to the English saddles, like beneath the
It's under
syrup,
the
that leather part, you have like this little thing that you can just that it kind of fixes the Piper help me.
I forget what the technical part is, but there's like it goes under the fender, which is the leather flappy part that the strap is attached to. But it's under there, and you can adjust it. It's by the strap.
Okay, so
Cool.
it's adjustable because it doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
You can't
It doesn't
see
come off,
it.
but it is adjustable.
Okay.
Interesting.
But I would love that jeans jacket with fur. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It's an awesome idea.
Yes, please. Okay. So we do have some events on Jorvik. One of them are the Jorvik Open House event that is very focused toward English writing and have been a tiny bit towards I wouldn't say Baroque, but they have been using like the Lusitano a lot and the Lipsons recently. So wouldn't it be awesome with a similar event but focus on Western, and how should it look like? What do you think, TC?
I think if we get this new area, it would be nice in the future if they did an event for that area.
Yeah.
Because right now I couldn't imagine it being anywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know where you'd put it, and I don't know what you'd do with it otherwise, so I think it's going to depend a lot on what they've done with this new ranch as to how they're going to implement that. I suppose celebrate maybe sort of what they did with the open houses, have a couple of coat colours in the more western based breeds that you don't get the rest of the year, maybe. Something like that.
Yeah, I do agree. And yeah, Josh plays. I do hope that he will have like this big sort of paddock that is more could be used as an arena, because as you said, there isn't really any place on your week that would be suited or anything like that. So he can like hold either like an open house or just shows, like it is the annual Western competition. Maybe it's called something special in the States where you have that. And where he's like selling, as usual, the special gear and some limited horses would be nice too. Like maybe an extra color on the quarter horse or whatever is coming later on. So yeah, that would be interesting. I'm thinking, because we haven't touched on that yet, and I've seen a few comments today where people is like the background and they're talking like it's a rodeo. Maybe that's the name now that I think about it. But when I think rodeo is like this horse bucking and bucking and bucking. And I'm wondering if Star Stable is gonna go towards that, because for what I've known, it is very debatable with rodeo. And I guess it probably depends. Some probably do it very sort of ethical. But of course, I've only heard the worst stuff, that the reason the horse is bucking is because they're hurting it. But Piper can probably explain how it is.
Rodeos do have a really bad reputation, especially bronc riding, to hurt the horse, but most rodeos now ban that.
That's good.
And most rodeos that I've participated in and I've watched, how they train the broncs to do the bucking thing is they're mostly wild horses. Like, they're not broken in or anything. You don't ride them. But they are trained that when they feel that leather strap touch their flanks, they start bucking. And they know that they keep bucking until a human releases that strap. And it doesn't hurt them at all.
Okay.
That's like a little signal, like neck reining, to say,
Yeah.
okay, we're doing this now.
Okay. You're gonna have a lot of fun until I fall off.
Yeah.
Okay, that does sound good. Okay, I just felt like I really need an explanation about that. So thank you. But then moving on, Cici, what would you like to see with this event?
Yeah, a cool Western event. We maybe like a ranch fair, or like, is it called like a jubilee? We have like a really big like party for like the whole, like a family event. with a lot of competitions, all different kind of Western competitions. Maybe you have like competitions for the best cow, the best pie, or something like that, like horseshoe tossing games, and something like that. Yeah. That would be really fun.
I can like sort of see Barney coming over with his cow, and
like
him in Moorland coming with their cow.
That would be so cute.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many like quest possibilities there. You can like toss it in, like woohoo.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be so cute. I would love to see something like that.
Okay, Lydia, what would you like to see?
I would like to see rodeo. Like, rodeo isn't just the bucking horse, but it's also barrel racing, pole bending, roping, balls, and white horses.
Oh.
So I would like to see just a rodeo in Star Stable. And then as well, at the Jorvik open house, we got like the dressage arena. So as the Western Star one, I would like to see a round pen and one of these gigantic Western arenas. Like they're just so they're really gigantic. And then just like the dressage one shop with Western tag and clothes, and maybe something that we don't normally get, like something special.
Yeah. Cool. Yes, I can see this happen in my head. Piper, what would you like to see?
I would definitely love to see a rodeo. That would be absolutely awesome. Maybe a Gymkhana event as well.
Ooh.
Country fair.
Yes.
A country fair would be awesome. I could see some requests for that.
Yeah? Cool. I'm wondering if anyone from Star Stream is gonna listen and go like, why didn't we think of that?
I hope so. Take notes.
Take notes, please.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm hoping for a Western event. Maybe not this month, but further on when it's like sort of when we have gotten everything and it sort of died down, and they put that Western event to just throw us back to where Josh is. Yay. It would be awesome.
Yeah, he deserves like a really big celebration.
Because he's been there from the start.
Yeah, and he's like, go Western, and like nobody else cares. It's like, oh, poor Josh. Oh, he's a fighter.
Yeah. Okay, so now this one I think is quite interesting, but also probably the most difficult one. We have championships. They have been the same since forever. Would you like to see a championship that are focused on Western? How do you think they should work? TC.
I'm kind of going to go back to, I think when we were talking to Selena about the dressage, I think, didn't we touch on it? The idea that you could go to somewhere and sign up and you would wait your turn and then you would do your thing and then go out. Kind of like if they did that with barrel racing or something along those lines, that you would sign up and then you would maybe run into the hall, do the barrels or whatever, whether it's in the hall or whether it's in an outside arena. Yeah. And your time's logged, and then the next person goes. Kind of like that. I think that would be kind of interesting as a form of championship for Western.
Yeah? That would be really cool. I honestly have no idea how it would work, so... I realize I should have started, because I would love to hear all your ideas. So, great idea, Cici. Cici, what is your idea?
Yeah, it was a really tough question. But yeah, maybe like a maze-like course without the jumping obstacles, and
like a very big barrel race.
Yeah, exactly. And I was trying to think, you know, the championship in Silverglade. There's like a lot of cow in the way. Yeah. Maybe in the Western championship you could like herd the cow or something. I don't know. It was really hard to come up with something with like move the cows, and then Mace says you really need to be good at steering your horse. Something like that. Maybe like a combination with steering well and be the fastest. Yeah, I don't know. It's not tough enough to crack.
It's just a difficult question. I decided, let's see what we can come up with.
The only thing I'm thinking is, you know the way with the Icelandic race, the way that was done? I didn't really like that.
Ooh, you didn't like it? I liked it.
It's really hard.
It is. It's kind of a bit fiddly, and as silly as it sounds, it's like, whenever I did that race, I did it maybe the odd time at the start, and then I never went near it again unless I'm really, really desperate and I need the XP to finish a horse in a day. I wouldn't do it. So the way that they would do something like that, I wouldn't want it to be like that. I'd want them to change the mechanics of it. Is kind of what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Lydia, what is your idea?
I'm really not sure. I'm not even sure it's like possible to do something like that. Maybe just a barrel race or pole banding, but we already have that like in the game. But it will never be that long, as long as like the championships we have now.
Maybe
like
sorry.
You can go if you want.
I was thinking like what could, because I'm thinking championships right now is a lot of people at the same time doing something, so it has to be a race that does it. And we have touched upon trail riding sort of races. What if we started the championship in Furgrove and we had controls where we have to race all the way to Jarlaheim? Just that very, very long race. Would that be
or maybe a quarter-mile race.
Oh,
you know what the quarter horse got its name from?
Yeah, they're the fastest at the corner.
Yeah, that's why they are called quarter horse. And maybe just a race a quarter mile long would be possible.
That would be awesome.
But what else I thought of would be like a speed trail, maybe. You have to move over different obstacles and also just have to be the fastest.
You could even do like a combination where each person has to do, let's say, 4 or 5 different Western disciplines, and whoever gets the overall best score is the champion.
But it also would be able if you like turn off seeing other players. Like, I don't think doing a trail would be possible if you have a bunch of players in front of you.
That's obvious.
Like the championships.
Okay. Piper, what's your idea?
My only idea about that would be maybe race up a trail, grab something like a flag, and then race back down.
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Something like Gymkhana in a way, then.
But question: if one person like took the thing, can other people steal it on the way down, or? That's my chaos.
Now I'm reminded of Red Dead Redemption. There's a game mode where you have to get a flag and others can steal it. Oh gosh.
You can't murder the other one, and we can't do that here.
Oh no.
That would be brutal.
It could even be like, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Alicia Online, but whenever you get past dragon, okay, you don't want to have the dragon, but imagine it was like that. Like, if you manage to successfully run into the other player, then you've got it. It could be something like that even.
That way it's sort of steal a flag. Would be really interesting.
Getting hurt.
Without the murder and brutalness. Okay. Obviously a very hard question, but I feel like we got some idea, because I feel championships needs to have a revamp. Moving on to probably my favorite theme in anything. We have a few breeds in the game that are common in Western, like Appaloosa, the quarter horse is being updated, and we have the paints, and that's about it, right? And the Mustangs. Which one would you like to see updated first, except the American quarter horse, though, then, because we already know about that. And what breed is missing from the game that is sort of like a Western TC?
I can't think of one that isn't in the game. I'm not hugely familiar with anything, I think, outside of those ones that we already have. In terms of what I'd like to see updated, I think the Mustang okay, it's more updated than I think some of the other horses out there. I think it probably could do with it.
Yeah.
Even though the Appaloosa is older,
Yeah.
I think I prefer the old Appaloosa over the Mustang, actually, that we've currently got.
Yeah.
But then I did like the old quarter models in the same kind of way as well. So, I'm gonna go. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep a particular one for my wish. I'm gonna say Mustang for now.
Okay. Cici?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. With like, I'm not that familiar with Western horse breed apart from the ones we already have. And the breed I would like to see after the first is the Arabian, because I'm not that fond of the gaits.
Okay, the Arabian. I'm not thinking that of a Western horse, but okay.
Yeah, well, Arabians are really frequent in Western.
Oh, okay.
They are, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah, aren't they like really like in the pretty, like the pleasure?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with like the gorgeous tack.
Side, aren't they?
Yeah.
What did you say, Piper?
Yeah, I've seen lots of Arabians or crosses of Arabians. I used to ride a quarter Arab cross all the time.
Ooh. That sounds really gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, the Arabian. Yes, I agree with you. It needs some help.
Yeah.
So, and me being a Red Dead Redemption 2 player, that's like the only knowledge I have of Western. I'm thinking the Missouri Foxtrotter would be cool.
I thought the same.
And I would also thinking, we having the Chincoteague already in the game, I would also like to see the Nakoda.
Wow, well, like you took 2 of my options.
Now you have to pick anyone else. No, sorry.
May I ask if you're playing on PC or one of the like Xbox
PlayStation 4.
Oh,
I know. I want friends as well, and everyone else is on any other platform. Crap. Okay. But do you want to stick to this suggestion, or you want to come with anything else?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to see the Missouri Foxtrotter and the Nakota as well. One of my friends I'm playing with Red Deadwood, she loves the Nakota. Yeah. They're just great horses. And I also would love to see the Tennessee Walker and the Rocky Mountain Horse.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Great.
I love these horses with their own gates.
Yeah.
Like the Missouri Foxtrotter, the Tennessee Walker, and the Rocky Mountain Horse. They also have their own gates. And I think it's pretty obvious which breed I would like to see updated.
The Appaloosa? Okay. And then Piper, what did we say?
I would love to see all the ones you listed.
Yeah?
I would also love to see the Morgan updated.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yes! Definitely.
I also wrote that down.
I love the little Morgan that we have.
And horses I would love to see. The American Cream Draft, that's pretty good. I love
Oh, yes.
Never heard of it. How dare me?
It's gorgeous.
And I would also love to see something a little more closer to home, would be a Rocky Mountain horse.
Oh, yeah.
Aww. They have gorgeous coats.
They do. And I think they're gated breed, if I remember correctly.
Oh. We have a lot of horses that need to be added to the game. Especially now with all the Western coming. It's like, well, maybe we should prepare ourselves for a lot of Western this year. With the Western breed.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Star Stable is gonna turn a lot of European players into wanting to ride Western. Suddenly they were gonna run to their mom and go like, I wanna ride Western, I'm done with English classics yet. So boring. Like, okay. That went fast. So yeah, lots of horse breeds to be added and updated, and I'm really looking forward to Morgan. It needs help, TC.
No, I love Morgan.
It's charming. its own unique way.
It's adorable. You cannot take it away from me. I have one quick question though.
Yeah?
Mhm.
You said that is it the Missouri Foxtrotter has a unique git?
Yes.
Foxtrot.
Right.
It has 2 actually.
Does it do them in Red Dead? Because I haven't ridden it in Red Dead yet.
It doesn't have them in Red Dead.
No.
Aw.
Okay.
Because all the horses in Red Dead have the same animations.
Oh,
Yeah, because they used motion
Capture.
sort of. Yeah, when you look behind the scenes, you can actually see them putting balls on real horses and riders, and just basically recorded their movements. Something that Star Stable can't do.
Something that I don't like about it, that they took English rider for the motion capture, not the Western rider and the Western horse.
Oh,
Kind of annoying.
that was weird.
They lost the biggest detail of the game.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
We need a horse expert in there. Do it right next time.
Yeah, how it's turning towards Red Dead.
Yes, but I knew this would happen. Moving to our last question, we have seen Piaf, Spanish Walk, Tolt, and Levad. What Western moves would you like to see added, and to what breed? And I'm thinking Slide Stop is basically going to happen anyway, so let's not go there. Fifi, what would you like to see?
The 2 moves I wrote down was Western Stop and Western Spin, which it really makes me feel like a Western noob.
I just want to go round and round and round.
Yeah. But like mentioned before, when the horse turn on their own with the help with the cue from the rain, that sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to make that. Maybe that's more like a Western animation. But yeah, like the Western spin. What is the correct name for it?
I don't know, I just call it the spin.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
The spin.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that would be really
Cool name.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to agree. I also said but I didn't say the spin. I said the pirouettes.
Oh.
Me being an English
Okay.
I realized how
Fancy.
I meant the spin because the pirouette is actually the wrong word.
Yeah, that's another harsh one. Like.
Yeah. But pirouette would be cool. And now that we did say that the roll back would be really awesome to see as well. TC, what would you like to see?
I just agree with you what you said because I can't think of anything else, to be quite honest.
Okay. Okay, then Lydia, have you said anything that would be cool?
Well, we got the sliding stop, but it's not like appropriate to how it looks like in the Western riding.
Oh.
So I think like a special sliding stop that actually looks like the Western sliding stop would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
For the quarter horses, for example, or the Palooza. And like, just like you mentioned, the spin. I think that would be. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And then the back up, like the horse walking backwards.
Yeah.
When
they put their head very low, don't they?
Yeah, and the Western horses, when they back up, they can get they can get as fast as a horse trotting. Like,
oh,
they back up that fast.
Oh wow.
Wow. That's impressive.
And what we talked about earlier, the cow sense, like with the cutting and the horse moving from side to side. I think it would look a little weird without the cattle and just the horse jumping from side to side, but I still would like it.
Yeah. Okay.
And if the Foxtrotter would get added to the game, then of course they get the Foxtrot and the running walk. Like maybe they can't have both as special gates, so maybe like they don't have the normal walk, so but the running walk instead. And then the Foxtrot are special gate. Like I think the Foxtrot is the horse with the forequarters. It moves in a walk, and with the hindquarters, it's trotting.
Okay.
That's the Foxtrot.
Oh wow.
Cool.
That's what I would like to see added.
Yeah. And Piper.
What I would like to see is, you probably see this a lot if you see more Western riding, but they usually the horses' heads are more lowered.
Yeah.
I would love to see that more.
Mm.
I would also love to see a proper lobe, like you would see in Western Pleasure. That would be another good thing to see.
I think just overall these pleasure animations would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see this. I need to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Later on.
I had a friend that they showed her like the pleasure trotting, and she was like, I would have pushed my horse faster, like, because it's that slow and relaxed. So it's like, I think for English riders, they think the horse is just lazy.
Oh.
No, I just think it looks a lot more relaxed.
That's the word I was looking for. More relaxed riding and gaits. That would
Yeah.
I think probably a lot of people don't realize is like whenever the difference really that comes with Western and English riding is usually small periods of time. You know, whereas Western, like proper Western working horses can be working all day. You don't want to push them at full pace all day, every day, because you'll wear them out.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what people don't realize actually. That may just look relaxed, but that's because you're trying to do it in a way that's not going to burn the horse out.
True. That's true. Well, that was our last question, and I was just sitting here going like, I'm going to do a review of American horse. I'm actually going to use the lope instead of canter in that review. Because it is American, it's talking Western people. I can know that later on, so I forget. But thank you. I feel I learned so much, and I need to.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so excited to just go on like YouTube and see like before when I went on YouTube to see like barrel racing, I just ended up watching the fails and horrible fails. And I'm like, that just looks dangerous.
But
yeah.
Did you watch the movie Walk Right Rodeo on Netflix?
I haven't seen it all, but I get a feeling I should actually seen it all because apparently it's very good.
It is, and I think it also shows a different side of the barrel racing. Like it's based on a real story, like it actually happened. And barrel racing kind of got her back up to on her legs. So
okay, cool.
It isn't all fails.
Yeah, okay. So that's a good tip for you all. What was the name?
Walk Right Rodeo.
Walk Right Rodeo. You can find it on Netflix if you want. Let's watch it before the updates comes and we are all engaged in Western. We're all in Western mode by now. Okay, so thank you so much. We are going to move over to our favorite and least favorite update of the month, which is March. And I do know the 1st of April already happened, but that is for our next episode, so you can't choose anything from that, sadly. But let's see now. TC, what was your least favorite of the month?
This is not going to go down well.
Oh boy.
I know that technically we did get them last month, but I'm going to talk about the knob strippers because I waited for the second set because I thought I maybe would like the black and white one. And I've just come to the conclusion I don't like them, and it's nothing to do with their animations. It's one small thing.
Okay.
The coats. I don't like the coats because the spots just don't flow with the way the hair would sit, and it just looks so unnatural to me. I can't warm to them. And like, I don't think it would bother me so much if you had given me those a few years ago because I wasn't expecting, but because at the level, if I compare them to like the Alcatiki coats, for example, I think the Alcatiki coats are strong the whole way through, and there's been a lot of very strong coats, and they've been extremely realistic. So when it came to the spots on those knob strippers, I can't let go of it. And I know it's gonna be a bit of contention because I know a lot of people really, really love them.
Yep, I'm offended.
I know.
As usual.
But in the other regards, as in the animations and their idols, I think they're lovely. I just can't look past the spots and the way they look. On a more positive note, I really liked the new wilds. I thought the new wilds because I didn't think I didn't really know what I was going to think at the time. I know that I always usually like my wilds, but whenever I took them outside and then realized that actually when they're their natural coat that it actually still has a pattern. I love that. I thought that was a really nice detail, and I'd like to see it on future wilds in some way, because I thought that was good. So that's my least and my favourite.
Okay.
Well,
And I'm sorry to all the people that love knob servers that I just offended.
Yep. Tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
may I add something to that? Like the dots on the codes, they are like, some of them are really big and not really detailed. So I kind of get her point. I love spotted roses. I mean, I love Appaloosas, but the codes also seem kind of unrealistic to me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm on your side there.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go with because March was sort of for me. Well, I think that April is gonna be a lot better, but March, like it was fine. So my least favorite was Farah setting up her tent outside of Elizabeth House. It's a weird spot. Who puts up a tent in a garden?
It also feels a little bit disrespectful right now.
Yeah. Regarding what happened to her, and now you just put up your tent there? Excuse me? What do you do? Go away.
I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Like, I didn't until today, actually. I was like, hold on. Why are you there?
Wait a minute.
There are other spots for you. Why did you have to put it there?
True.
So I didn't, otherwise it's fine. I'm glad that she's there permanently now, because it has been nice when advents and stuff, and I apparently wanted to read stuff. Suddenly I have use for her. But my favorite, I'm like, hello, did you see the soul writing?
I haven't done any of it.
Oh, of course. That's
How
right.
dare you?
Whenever you were all talking about it earlier, and you're all like, yeah, I've logged in every single... Yeah, I haven't done anything at all. I did kind of talk about it in the update that I did in the wilds, and just how I've been feeling. Like, I don't want to really get into it right now, because if anybody's interested in knowing how I've been feeling, just they can go watch that video that I did when I was buying the new Jorvik wilds. But I just haven't... I have all these things to do on Star Stable, and I haven't had the motivation to do them. Because we've had such a long time, there was nothing to do, and then suddenly there's all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it relates to COP and everything, but yeah.
Are you like
somewhere.
paralyzed, you don't know what to do? Because you have so much... All of a sudden, when we have been sitting for months going like, we have nothing to do!
It's kind of a combination. I talked about it a little bit in that video. I kind of went more into it, because I've been thinking about it for a while, but it kind of relates to COPPA and everything, so...
Oh, okay, of course. I understand that. Well, soul writing for me is a favorite. I finally have a reason to log in every day, and I like to see that parameter going up, and to get rewards on the way. I am also actually a fan of how long it's gonna take, because, I mean, why not? It's grinding, and we haven't had that much grinding before, and, I mean, we get a horse in the end. Shouldn't we work for that? Like, really?
Yeah.
I feel like
So
people have got really upset when they realized how long it was going to take. And it's like, well, we're getting a horse for the first time ever.
Yeah.
If we could do that in a week, what would be the point? We'd all be moaning in a week,
like,
going, I've nothing to do now.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well,
I'm
that was
glad that it's going to take so long.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I haven't started.
So that was mine. Cece, what was your least favorite?
Since I already got my favorite Knapstrup in the first release, I chose the free Knapstrups as my least. Because I was like, they're cute, but I'm not interested. I already got mine. So, thank you, but I'm good.
Okay. And your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite, I agree with everything you said about the soul writing.
Yeah.
So, also, I really like the new Fjord Tales.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
They actually, I have to agree. I wasn't bummed about the updated ones, but yeah, the old ones are better. Okay then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely biased, so I love the old ones as well. But the new ones, yeah, they look pretty great as well. So
yeah. Okay. Lydia, what has been your least favorite in March?
Actually, it's the same for me as for you. Well, the one Farah is the least favorite for me, but I have a different reason.
Yeah.
I like it when like tag and clouds and stuff are limited, so they're kind of special. It's something special when you own them, and because forests they're now ours, it's not that special owning them. So that's
I can understand.
Yeah.
And agree in a way. Yeah. Okay, and your favorite?
Yeah, it's the sword riding, of course. I love like grinding for stuff, and finally, like I wanna be one of the first persons to own the sword, because it also will be something special. I don't like it when stuff is like mainstream and everyone owns it, so I want something special.
Yeah.
But I would prefer if you could like do more of the sword riding quests on one day, like more of the dailies.
Yeah.
But it's always that limited with Star Stable. Like in the past where I still could do quests, there were also like the most time I took for doing these quests was like 3 hours, and then I had to wait for the next day.
Yeah.
I think it's just for some kids that they can't play the whole day.
Yeah.
But I still would like to be able to grind that horse in like a month. Because I can do that many quests. Well, I would. So that would be cool.
Yeah. Okay. And Piper, what has been your least favorite?
Well, that's hard. I'm giving Star Stable a break because of this whole Corona thing, but I'm not fan of the new nav strippers because they didn't have the typical coat that you always see all the time, the one that's white with the black dots. I would have loved to see that in that update, but that didn't happen. So that's my least favorite.
But did you then see the one that was in that quest?
Yeah, I saw that.
That we do have information that we are allowed to say that is coming for the horse app.
Oh, good.
Ooh. So it is coming to the game.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah.
My favorite would have to be soul riding.
Yeah.
It's giving me motivation, and it's not. You can't do the last couple of quests and updates we have. You could easily sit down and do it in an hour or two, and then you have more to do. But this one keeps you coming back into the game repeatedly, and you don't get your reward within an hour or two, and I like that.
Yeah.
We'll be impatient about that, but I can wait.
Yeah. Something tells me they're just not used to the grinding and the understanding of why we need the grinding. So they, of course, they're gonna be impatient.
I play lots of MMOs where there was grinding, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, we know the deal. We're like, yes, finally. Something to do. Okay, so moving on to our monthly wish, what we would like to have in the game, and it would be nice if it was something regarding the theme we already talked about, and something tells me it's gonna be anyway. But for you guess you can have 2 wishes, while everyone else of us are gonna have 1. So you who have 2, you can have like 1 that is for the theme and 1 is overall if you want. But yeah, as I said, something tells me it's gonna be Western Underground. So let's
gonna tell you.
What is your monthly wish?
Yeah, you know that I'm so bad with names. You know that character that is from Portugal and have that beautiful Lusitano?
Luciana.
Yeah, Luciana. Her quest when she came to Jorvik was really cool. That you got to ride with her and you get to know the history of like a bit like Portugal and the Lusitano race in general. Race, I mean breed. God. And now lately with the Knapstrooper and the circus, you got a bit more of information about the horse breed, like its history with the connections to the circus and the royalty, stuff like that. I would love if they made that a thing from now on. Like every new horse breed or updated would have like just like a story quest that's really, you know, here's this breed and here's the origin and stuff like that. So it's not only like when you buy the horse and you read the bio.
Yeah.
So it's like more than that. I would love to see that.
in the gameplay.
Yeah. So so that the NPCs can maybe like, oh, that NPC like Brenda or something like, oh, she actually loves this breed and she knows everything about it. And it's like,
Oh.
the quest writes itself, you know.
Yeah.
Wasn't she connected to Camtasia? Wasn't it like the
Yeah.
Like
because I don't know if you noticed, but in the background of the quarter spoilers there is a banner of Camtasia.
Yeah.
Maybe we will get more in that direction.
Yeah. I'm hoping we're gonna get more towards finding out more because it felt like it's been a little bit forgotten about the Camtasia.
Yeah.
That would be cool. TC, do you have a monthly wish?
Yes, it relates back to what we were talking about earlier. When they redo the Appaloosas, really don't want the spots of the knob strip roll.
Okay.
I want the spots to flow with the coat. And if that's there, I'll be very, very happy because I was really excited about the knob strippers, and then because I love blanket spot Appaloosa patterns.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm trying to figure out
that.
what you mean, but oh well.
Hold on. Well, no, actually, I can't show you a picture.
No.
I'll show you a picture later.
Yeah, show me a picture later. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have to say that my wish is the feature where you can switch between English and Western writing. I think that would be
definitely
cool to have. Lydia, what is your 2 wishes?
Well, the first one would be horses. I can't decide between possible Missouri Foxwater and then updated Appaloosa. Like, I don't know which one of these to choose.
Yeah.
And the second one will be more story quests. Like, I hope to defeat Garnock in my lifetime and not sometimes after that. So I really want more story quests.
That would be sad.
Well, like, I love all these background and theory videos that some YouTubers make.
Yeah.
And I would love to get more regarding that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do agree. I would love to actually have defeated him in my lifetime.
Same.
Would be really sad if once it happened, all the first time players is gone.
Oh well.
That would be sad. Piper, what are your 2 wishes?
I would love to see more care and like detail put into the tag. Like maybe more weathered tag, so not everything looks pristine and brand new.
Yeah.
And the other one would be maybe more short hairstyles, other than the one weird chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Star Stable said, they will never add male characters in the game.
Yeah.
But maybe they could add like different kind of female bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe one that looks like a boy or a guy or man.
Sort of androgyne.
It doesn't have to be a boy, but it can look like so.
Yeah.
That will be fine, and they can still say, "Ooh, it's a girl that's playing the storyline."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a big debate.
The fake beards make me happy. I can at least.
They're really cute.
I can understand that. That is their way of saying, here you can have a beard at least.
That helps a lot. But more short hairstyles would be.
Yeah, I love short hair.
I mean, girls can look really cool in short hair.
Yeah.
So in general, we should have more short hair.
Girl crush.
Yeah. It's like, I want shaved hair. Like partially shaved or like all shaved. Like, I'm really into that.
Okay.
It's so cool.
Interesting.
Even like curly hair, more curly hair.
Oh. Yeah,
more curly hair.
Yeah, or like really, really long hair down to your hips, like.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be
so unsafe.
Animate, but that would be really cool.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know. It's not like they animated the hair, so.
I mean, I think it wouldn't be possible. I mean, they have done it on the Andalusian when they gallop. They would do something similar to the long hair. At least when it goes very fast, that they get the sort of the same wave. But once again, I think that our characters in Yellow probably needs the update before they get into anything like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but it's great, and I agree. Short hair and long hair, more hair in general would be nice. Styles, I mean. But yeah, that was the last thing for this episode. I want to thank our guests for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yes, thank you.
I think we all learned so much about Western, and I'm even more hyped about what's coming in April.
Yeah,
especially now that I know more. Thank you everyone who's listening, and remember to stay safe. Wash your hands.
Yes.
And we will see you in the end of April. Stay awesome as always, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.